Well, they're yet to become mainstream, but did you know that green buildings have a higher resale value than traditional housing, devoid of any green attributes? Well, the former president of the Architectural Association of Kenya, Mugure Njendu, says you might eventually have to go green when it comes to the construction of your house when local policy catches up with the strains of climate change on planet Earth. Alex Mwangi reports.
When it comes to going green in the construction industry and in the retail sector in particular, the idea is yet to gain traction, even as the magnitude of the challenge of climate change globally continues to get into sharper focus.
We tend to be a culture where we do what the other person has done, which is also why we break rules, unfortunately, in terms of zoning and things like that. You put up a building and say, oh, but my neighbor has built a 6-story building, even me, I should build it, but that's not the law. So what we need to do actually when it comes to green building design and sustainable building materials is to mainstream these materials.
Perceptions guide the decision-making process, so for some, the notion of putting up a green building to live is taken to be an expensive venture. Njendu says this perception is wrong and that in fact, investing in a green residential house or any type of building for that matter is a smart move. Here's why.
Simple decisions that you make in passive design right in the beginning can make your building a green building. Additionally, when you look at green buildings right now, they are much more of a higher value when you try to resell them. And in addition, they're also lower risk.
Kenya has existing laws that aid in the green agenda, but the challenge remains where the rubber meets the road.
We also saw that, for example, there's a Water and Sanitation Act that says buildings, you should have rainwater harvesting, and they even go as far as to tell you how to harvest the rainwater, how to calculate for it. That's existing, but it's very rare that they're being implemented.
Njendu warns of dire consequences should one be too rigid to embrace the green bandwagon.
Policy will catch up to what is happening in terms of climate change. And fundamentally, if you do not build a green building in 10 or 20 years, the policy will be such that you must have a green building, then you shall have an obsolete building, which is a substantial loss to you.
Alex Mwangi, NTV.